Well, thank you guys so much for hopping onto the call tonight. I was just saying how excited I am for this topic. I'm really passionate about this topic. I was really excited when Ashley asked me to speak about it because this topic totally changed my business, especially if you're listening to this call and you're like, oh God, I suck at recruiting. It's just me on my team, or it's just me and my spouse, and I haven't found anybody, and I've been a coach for I don't even know how long, or even if you've sponsored a few coaches, but you feel like it was just kind of just like luck and they're your best friends and you're just not sure how to bring more people onto your team. I just want you guys to know that we have literally every single one of us who have seen success in our businesses, we've all been in your place, and we've all had the same fears that you have, and we've all had the same troubles that you've had. So don't feel like you're alone ever. And if you ever need help, or if you ever need any advice, reach out to either me or Ashley or your upline or somebody and ask for help, ask for advice. So tonight I want to share a few things with you before we get started. And I promise I'm not sharing these numbers because I'm not sharing them because I want to brag or boast. I'm sharing them because to me, I'm always curious about my leaders, what their incomes were, because let's face it, we are in this business not just to help people, but we want to create a really amazing income. We want to see our dreams come to fruition. So just a second here. How do I mute everybody again, Ashley? I always forget. Oh, wait, I got it. Got it. Okay. So I don't say the numbers to brag, and I don't say them because I just, I say them because I'm always curious what my leaders are making, what kind of dreams are possible for me in my life. So in December of last year, it was just me and 4 other people on my team. I hit Success Club 10. I just checked. I hit Success Club 10, and I made just over $1,000 that whole month. And I was like pretty much a brand new coach. Oh, no, sorry. This is February. I looked at all my numbers. February of last year, I hit Success Club 47. I'm not kidding you guys. I hit Success Club 47. I sold so many challenge packs because the 21-day fix was on sale. That month, I barely made over $1,000. I had like 4 people on my team. This year it was September, I hit Success Club 11. So I did about a quarter of what I did last year in February, and I made $1,600. I did a quarter of the work, and I got paid that plus another $600. So what I'm saying is you can sell challenge packs all day, but once you really start to get confident in your recruiting and sponsoring people, that's when the real changes come in your business. So let me just share my screen quick. This is, and I say that because I want to reiterate how important sponsoring people and growing your team is, because it's really going to give you more freedom to be able to do the things that you want to do and not have to constantly be like tied to our phones like we feel like we are. It's just going to give you more freedom, and it's going to help to grow your paychecks. So let me put this into the presentation mode. Okay, so let's talk about recruiting school, giving the gift of financial freedom. Uh-oh, why is it doing that? Oh, never mind. Sorry. Hang on. Having issues. There we go. Okay, so let's start with your conversations. I know that that's kind of like the biggest part, is where you're presenting this opportunity to people, and really getting down to the bread and butter of it is the conversations that you're having with people. So first off, I kind of want you guys to do like a little bit of a self-evaluation. We're going to get really real with our self-evaluations after this call tonight. You guys got to really realize what it's going to take for you to be able to step up to the plate and really change your business. So do a self-evaluation and look at some of your old conversations. Look at some of those conversations that you had that didn't work out, or somebody said maybe later. Did you word vomit on that person? Did you just give them way too much information up front and maybe scare them off? Did you sound desperate? Did you sound like you needed somebody to sign up that night because you were 2 points away from Success Club? We've all been there. That's why I laugh when I say that. And with the word vomit and giving too much info, I've totally been there too. And sometimes I get ahead of myself and I get overly confident, and I'll do it again. And I learn my lesson again that, it doesn't matter if this person is your best friend, they're probably still going to say no if you word vomit on them and you tell them about everything that it means to be a Beachbody coach in one long run-on paragraph. So are you asking them questions? One great rule to have is every single piece of the conversation that you leave, you should end it with a question. That way you are A, getting to know them better, and B, when you end something with a question, you're more likely to get a response, because we all know what it feels like to have somebody ignore you. So always end it with a question. And especially if those questions are relating to like how they're living their life now, if they're, what's their job right now? Have they ever thought about doing something like this? Things like that. And so also something that you need to make sure you're doing is, have you asked each one of your challengers if they're interested in the discount membership? You can call, and I think using the term discount membership makes it a lot less intimidating than discount coaching, because I don't even know how many times I've still had to explain to people, even after I've already explained it, the discount coaching doesn't mean they have to do any coaching. So if you just swap those words for the discount membership, I think you're more likely to see success. So have you asked every single one of your challengers if they're interested in getting a discount on their Shakeology each month? If they're planning on getting Shakeology again next month anyways, why wouldn't you want to help them to save a little bit of money? So if you think about it from that angle, that you're just out there to help them to save a little bit of money next month, it doesn't make it sound icky at all. And it shouldn't make you feel icky. I know sometimes when we start talking about recruiting, we start thinking about recruiting, we're like, oh, MLM, multi-level marketing. But if you think about it as giving a gift, or you're helping that person out to save them money, it's going to help you to feel better, and that's going to show through in your conversations. So next I say, always ask if they want a discount membership. This could be for from now on, whenever you're talking to somebody and they haven't bought their challenge pack yet, ask them if they're interested in getting a discount on their Shakeology. Say something like, I know you're going to love Shakeology, and I know you're going to continue on the auto shipment. Are you interested in a discount membership? And they say, tell me a little bit more about it. And you just say, it's simply like a membership where you pay $15, $15.95 a month, and you get 25% off on everything from Beachbody, including Shakeology. And that's all you have to say. And then they're like, sure, and they might ask you some more questions, but I didn't sound desperate. I didn't give them too much information. And this next key right here, play it down. I played it down. I didn't make it into some big deal. I didn't make it sound like I really needed somebody to sign up. And so if they say, I doubt they'll say no, because I literally, once I started doing this, had about 85% success rate. And this is where my business really changed. Yes, it felt really uncomfortable at first. And yes, sometimes I felt like, well, am I trying to trick them into something? But then I have to remember that they're probably going to get Shakeology again the next month anyways. And even if they decided they didn't want to, that's totally fine. They canceled it, that's whatever. But I had 85% of people tell me, yes, go ahead and sign me up. And then they continued on their Shakeology. So they were continuing to save money. So it's great. And then also, like, when you're talking to them, either after they've already bought a challenge pack, or when they're getting ready to buy a challenge pack, you can talk to them like they're going to sign up. So, and you could do this with challenge packs as well. So when you sign up for the discount membership, and not if, you replace the word if for when. So when you sign up for the discount membership, when you get started with the challenge pack, or if it's somebody who is interested in actually doing coaching, like, talk to them like, I can't wait to welcome you onto the team. making it sound like it's already going to happen. You're basically teaching that person your minds to be in the mindset that they are going to become a discount member, or that they are going to become a coach, or that they are going to be one of your challengers. You're telling them, you're kind of like, what's the term? It's NLP, neuro-linguistic programming them into believing that they are going to buy it. It's kind of like mind games, but like, you know what I mean? Okay, so handling objections. We all get objections, and we will all still continue to get objections, even if we are Amy Silverman. Amy Silverman still gets objections, but this is what you need to remember when you are getting these objections, and ways that you can help to either A, overcome them, or B, learn from them, which I think is really underestimated. So let's say somebody says no. Simply just ask them what's holding them back. Maybe it's something that you can help to talk them through. Maybe it is an objection that you had that was similar to yours, that you can like tell them a little bit about how you felt and what helped to change your mind. Ask them why not. Also ask, let's say that somebody says, no, it's not really my thing. Then you can say, well, how could you can ask them, I'm really serious about my business, and I really do want to help as many people as possible. How could I have made this conversation better? How could I improve upon this, presenting this opportunity to someone else? And by saying that, like, you're legitimizing yourself because you're serious. And it shouldn't really matter, because if they're saying no forever, then they're saying no forever, whatever. But if there's like that little bit of like an inkling inside them that they might want to start coaching, even if it's not that day, maybe it's a year later, you learned from that conversation because they told you what you could do better. And always remember that when it comes to objections, no isn't no forever. Almost always. People are scared. I was scared for two or 3 years. I think it was 3 years. To sign up as a coach. Remember, people are scared, and usually when they say no, it's a defense mechanism. We're only human. We feel like everybody is out to get us sometimes, and sometimes you know we can say no just because we're afraid of that. So never allow anybody to fall off of your follow-up list. I think most people and actually my best coaches are the coaches who told me no several times, and I had to continue following up with them and talking to them and building trust with them. So never let somebody fall off your follow-up list, because they will eventually say yes. I think the statistic is like somebody will say no, how many times, Ashley, before they'll finally say yes? Is it 7? That's not 5? 7. Okay. 7 times. That's like legit statistics, that somebody will say no 7 times before they finally say yes, and continue to fail forward. Can you imagine if last year around this time, when I was like freaked out about recruiting, I was really frustrated with my business. I was doing well in other aspects, but I wasn't building a team. Can you imagine what would have happened if I wouldn't have continued to fail forward, if I wouldn't have continued to ask anybody else? If I had just decided, I'm just going to sell challenge packs. Some of you guys might not be here. I definitely wouldn't be in the position that I am now. And honestly, I probably wouldn't be working for Beachbody anymore, because it's hard to just make a living off of your retail sales. Okay, so let's talk about your social media. And I hope you guys have some serious aha, mind-blowing moments from this. So what if you were to make your social media into your sneak peek? What do you think would happen to your business if you were to do that? If you were to share the ins and outs, not the ins and outs, but like what coaching is doing for you, what you love about coaching, even sharing some of the objections that you had, or objections that you might be getting from other people, sharing like how you would, like a story of how you would overcome that objection, let's say. What would happen to your business then? So number 1, start sharing all of your successes with Beachbody. It doesn't matter how small they are. Share a success, and I dare you to share something about coaching every single day from now on. I dare ya. I dare ya. It will change your business. I'm actually getting really excited again over this because for a while, I was doing that and I had kind of gotten away from it. But after doing my research today for this presentation for you guys, I'm like, oh, it's on. I'm totally sharing everything that I'm excited about with my business, even the smallest things. And then also, if there's some, if you have a day where you don't really feel like you have a success that you could share, or something that you just don't really feel like is worth sharing, share your teammate's success. It's okay to share somebody else's success, because that just shows that you're part of an amazing community. It shows that you are part of something bigger than yourself, and people want to have that belonging. So one way, when you are wording your social media, instead of saying I, me, all in your dialogue, start saying we or our team. Like, we would love to welcome you, things like that. When you make it sound more of a community type thing, like I just said, people want to feel like they belong. They want to have that feeling of being within a community. Also, like I said, you can battle objections publicly. And I got this idea. You might look at that and be like, that sounds so scary. Why would I ever want to do that? But I got this idea from Bonnie Engel, and she has this amazing post that she has done several times about how people object that Beachbody is a multi-level marketing or a pyramid scheme. And it sounds super crazy that anybody would even ever post something like that on their page. But that is a way that you can get people to build trust in you. Like, oh my gosh, she's posting about this publicly. She must really be passionate about it. She must really know that, that's exactly what I was thinking. And maybe it'll help them to change their mind. So at the end of this, I was going to suggest following Bonnie Engel. I highly, highly suggest following her. Her last name is Engle, Bonnie Engel. Okay, so, and this is just kind of a trend that I tend to see with coaches who do really, really well with recruiting. They take a lot of selfies. So it might be time to up your selfie game. People want to see you. They want to see your pretty face. It doesn't matter if it's pretty, if anybody saw my post this morning. I wasn't wearing any makeup, but they want to see you. If you're hiding behind your camera all the time, how are you going to build any trust in anybody? How is anybody going to want to join your team if they never see a picture of you, but they always see a picture of your Shakeology cup, or your shoes from after your workout, whatever. So start posting more selfies. I dare ya. I know that'll help to build your business even more than just with recruiting. When you post more selfies, it just helps people to trust you more. And then even if you're feeling like you have nothing to share, like you haven't had any of these huge successes where you can share about, like, paying off a credit card or being able to pay your mortgage or whatever, share what your projections for your business are. Where do you project that you're going to be able, what do you project that you're going to be able to do later on in your business because of how hard you're working right now? It's okay to share those things. It's okay to share your dreams, to share what you hope you're going to be able to do in the future, or what you're working towards. And it's all a story. You're just sharing your story. And a huge part about sharing your story is sharing why you are a coach. What were the pain points, especially, that made you decide that you wanted to take your destiny into your own hands, and you wanted to start creating your own financial freedom? Whether it was like you were a server in a restaurant and you were 7 months pregnant and you felt like, how in the hell am I ever going to raise a child, working as a server and barely making enough money just to pay for childcare? That would be my story. What is your story? Start sharing that. And rinse and repeat. It's okay that you tell the same story 5 times in 4 or 5 months, because you're constantly adding new people to your network. A person might not have seen that post, and maybe it's kind of like a jab, 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 right hook type thing, where you're just jabbing at this person that story really speaks to them. So you can reuse old posts. Maybe you're going to use a new selfie with it or something, but you're just going to pretty much copy and paste what you wrote 3 months ago. and maybe switch it up a little bit. So rinse and repeat, tell your story over and over again. And I dare you guys to start sharing once a day how coaching has changed your life. Now, maybe you're thinking, I don't know what to share about coaching. I'm kind of at a stand still with what to share. I can't get there it goes. So it's girl boss time. I want you guys to get out of your own way. Oh wait, no, dang it. Sorry. So what can you share? I want you guys to make a list tonight, sometime this week, of what you can share about coaching. So start thinking about these things. What do you love about coaching? What has coaching done for you? What attracted you to coaching? What were you scared of before you got started? I think that's a great one, because I think when you can handle somebody's objections publicly before they even get started, or before they even reach out to you, you will probably get some people who have been thinking about it, who will decide to say yes. And like I said, what were your objections? Now start using that list to help you to create your posts and start sharing based off of that list. Okay, I hope you guys got all of that. If not, this is being recorded, so you can come back to it. Okay, so, all right, guys, it is girl boss time. It's time to get out of your own way. Like I said, we have all been in the place where you might be, where you feel freaked out about building your team, but you've got to be fearless. You've got to fail forward. You've got to give it a try. You have to at least go for it, because if you don't, what kind of opportunities would you be missing out on for your future? So a great way to really help you to push through those days when you are more scared than normal, or maybe you had somebody who really gave you a bad objection and you're just like, I don't want to talk to anybody today. Start each day by remembering your dreams, remembering your why. Why are you doing this? When you do that, when you start the day with that, it's going to help you to push through those days that are hard, to push through those objections. And then get out there and share what it is that you're loving about what you're doing, how it's helping you on every level, your nutrition, your personal development, how you're helping other people to become more financially free, how you're becoming more financially free, even if it's the small things, even if it was just buying your groceries for the week. And then don't be afraid to get out there and have those conversations with people. When somebody reaches out to you about a challenge pack, ask them if they are interested in the discount membership. If you see somebody in your challenge group who is amazing, ask them or tell them, like, hey, I see what you're doing. I think you would be an amazing coach. Don't you think that you would feel amazing if somebody who you really looked up to, because I'm sure your challengers really look up to you, otherwise they wouldn't have bought a challenge pack from you, but how amazing would you feel if that person reached out to you and said, hey, you are doing amazing. I think you would be an amazing coach. Remember that you are giving a gift here. You're giving them the ability to help people and to help themselves financially. And just to end it all, you can't achieve success if you don't try. So you have to get out of your own way. You have to be fearless, and you have to just give it a try. And I know you guys will have amazing success once you do start trying and once you do get the ball going with it. It's kind of like getting your cherry popped when you start recruiting people, that like it seems super scary beforehand, and after that, it's like it's nothing. So with that, I will open it up for questions or comments.
Hey, Sam.
Hey.
Fabulous call.
Thank
Seriously.
you.
This business is a business. I want everybody to remember that we're giving people a service. We're giving them the opportunity to change their life, to become healthier, happier, live longer, have adventures and be able to do things. Never feel upset or bad or nervous about projecting this opportunity to them, because you're giving them a service. It's not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick. I mean, it's real. It's a real business. It's a real business opportunity. So this is your business. This is my business. And we have to be the CEOs of it. Otherwise, we're not going to be doing anything with it. We are going to be discount coaches. We will continue getting our Shakeology at a discount. We'll continue to work on ourselves and become healthy in ourselves. But we have the opportunity, and we have, honestly, in my opinion, it's our duty almost to present this to other people in order to let them know that they too, doesn't matter what age they are. I'm going to be 42 here in a couple days. And I felt really good back in high school, but in my adult life, I have never felt better than I have felt in the last year since I became a coach. So never feel guilty about presenting this opportunity to somebody, because honestly, you're giving them something worth so much more than any dollar amount could ever be labeled upon. That's all.
Wow, that was so well said. I could not have said that better myself. Thank you, Catherine.
I have to agree with that. That is like, whoa. I don't have words. This call was amazing, and I just had like 3 little points. Last year, I hope it's not too loud here, but my time hop, I've been watching my time hop, and exactly what you said about sharing was happening last year. And I had 15 coaches on my team. I think between January and February, I signed like 15 or 20 coaches. I don't even know. But I have no doubt that it was because I started sharing about my journey and what I was doing. And my word of the year was own it. So I stepped up in January and said, I'm owning my team, and I'm sharing this with the world. I think the number one thing that you said, and that I have to add just a little bit, is like, you have to ask people. They're not going to ask you. They want to ask you, but they are not going to ask you because they're scared. We were all there. We were all scared, but I could probably list 5 coaches on my team right now that would have never thought about joining this business if I would have never asked them. And, some people weren't even in my challenge group. I just saw what they were posting on Facebook. I saw how they wanted more in their life, and I just asked. So you have to ask, because you never know. And then that's the mindset shift too, of you just, what? There was one more thing, sorry, is that when you were talking about sharing your dreams and sharing your goals and all of that on social media, I was so afraid to do that, because I was like, what if I don't reach it? Well, shit. Excuse my language, but I haven't reached a lot of my goals. But I will keep sharing, and I will share that I failed, and I will share that I got back up, and keep going, and people like that. So that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for this call. I loved it.
You're welcome. And I hope it helps. And like I said, it can seem really scary right now. But once you start going and you start getting the hang of it, you're going to get more and more yeses, and you're going to get less and less objections. You're still going to get objections, but that you grow a tough skin. It doesn't even faze you. So if you guys ever need anything, any help, you have all these amazing ladies here that you can reach out to for help and support. So, but really, please take me up on that dare where you start sharing once a day what coaching is doing for you. And I promise you, your business will completely change. So thank you guys so much for getting on tonight, and Merry Christmas to everybody. If you're traveling, safe travels. And I love you guys so much. Bye.